and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the show. This is Zeta Mail. So today's subject, we're going to try to stay on topic. Can you make more money being single or being married? Especially in today's society, the way women are, not all of them, some of you are going to get on my case about it, but still, I'm going to go with the side that you make more money being single. Because what I've learned, it's not that women can't do it, but I think that I see the more majority of men making the big bucks. Hello, everyone. Uh, and I'm going to go ahead and say most men that get married that are super successful, that they usually have a business all set and the wife comes in. If you can get a decent woman, then yeah, they'll contribute and they help grow the business even more. But today's subject, whoever's in there, thank you very much for tuning in. Uh, Today's subject's about can you make more money in life being single or being married? What do you guys think about that? Hi Ernie, how you doing? Tad, how you doing? So, my question goes out. Can you make more money being single or being married in life? What do you guys think? What do you ladies think? Let me know, because that's the question. We're going to try to stay on topic too today. And how is everybody's Sunday? So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm thinking being single is, like I said, guys, if you can find a great guy or a girl, whatever you're looking for, run with it. But if you're a single guy like me and thousands and millions of other guys, you got time. There's no one nagging you. There's no one on your case. It's just the thought of being single. And hey, Suzanne, how you doing? Uh, just being single and having the time. Yes, there's some loneliness in it, but you do have a lot more time to ponder and think about where you want to go in life, especially if you can get your crap together early in life. If you can pull your maturity out of your butt and just come in and say in your early 20s and really just sculpt your life, you have a great opportunity. And if you have a mentor or you find someone that you respect, absolutely, you can achieve greatness. Because you got to remember, guys and ladies, you got to make mistakes. You're going to fall on your butt. You're going to change your mind. But being young and immature, this goes for men and women, people change. I can't tell you how many times I've changed what I want to do, where I want to go, and what you settle on. I mean, in my 20s alone, I was buying too many cars. I was averaging 3 cars a year. I'm up into my 30s, 30 cars, 35 plus cars that I still accumulate. Not that I have, but just wasting money. But that was life in my 20s. I was going to the gym, I was going out Friday, I had a job, all kinds of stuff like that. And it just goes the way your priorities are. And my dad, God bless him, great guy, left this earth too soon. I didn't have a chance to know him as good as I wanted to, but he wasn't in business. So his philosophy was, which I took to heart, find a good job and stay there, period. Which, great advice, absolutely. And that's exactly what I did. But taking it a bit further, I say go to work. This goes for guys and girls. Go to work, do your job, do it well, make sure everything's nice and tight and financially stable on that end. As soon as you get your little butt home, don't get drunk, don't just watch TV. I can't tell you how many years went by that I've said, wow, I've achieved nothing in life. Work on your own thing. Now, what does that mean? Whether you're starting a YouTube channel or anything. I mean, Just, it starts slow, guys. And that's exactly where it's exactly where people fall off the train, okay? They don't have the patience. That's where the mentor comes in. So you got to figure out what direction you want to go in. Number one, what you like to do, what you're going to stay with, just where you want to achieve. And that all means write things down. I am a huge proponent of goals and 1 year goals, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years. It's okay to have a 5 year goal. It's something that's on paper and you can try to achieve it even though it's off. Then you break it down to, 4, 3, and 2, and that 1 year goal, that 6 month goal, that 1 month goal. Big goals broken up into smaller sections are achievable. And I mean by, say you're bad with money, break it down into weekly goals. Before I go out, before I do anything else, I'm going to keep paying my bills. Believe it or not, there are some people out there that do not do that. And it's a shame because life can turn very bad very quickly. Hey, Ede, how you doing? So I just say, this is exactly how I live. Every morning, or I should say, every morning my goals are already set and written down. I keep a post-it note, as you guys probably know, everywhere in my house because you never know when a good idea is happening. A post-it note and a pad and a pen, and I write things down. So I know whether it's silly, stupid things like I want to make sure those bills get mailed. And this is where the prior proper planning comes into life. I make out my bills in my side room, which is here, my office, and I make sure I have enough stamps, envelopes, everything's written down. Then I take it, instead of being lazy, and put it by the table by the front door. So the last thing I see before I leave my house is my flashlight because it's real dark and my mail that has to get mailed. And if I think I'm going to be busy, I put a post-it note saying it gets my attention. Right on the envelopes, mail today. Or I have another table that has like, it's like a small shelf. It has hats, gloves, winter stuff. I keep that open on top for other envelopes or packages that's going to go out that say mail Tuesday, mail Wednesday, little notes that will remind me. Again, staying organized is huge in my life. I am not perfectly organized. It is a work in progress thing, but we're getting there. And anybody whose life is perfect in every single way, I want to meet you because I want to learn something. Absolutely. But guys, do you think you can make more money in life, single or married? And I want to hear from everybody who's listening right now. We're down to 7, but I want to know, are you successful? It doesn't have to be materialistic. Do you have great health? Are you homeless but you have plenty of money? Do you live out of your van? All that kind of stuff. Happy holidays, D-Man. How you doing? We are talking about, can you make more money single or married? What is the best opportunity for people in today's society? Is it worth getting married? Can you find somebody with your dream? Do you have a dream, period? It's not too late. I look at it, yes, I'm 57, I'm going to be 58 this year, 2025. And I look at life as you keep on going, you keep that ambition stoked all the way through until the day you die. I've had people tell me, never lose your ambition. I have a great, fiery ambition. I love it. It changes, it evolves, but I'm always moving forward somehow, some way in life. That's just me. I am very ambitious. Now, things don't come very Some things, I should say, some things come very fast, some things come very slow. Everything is an evolution on how fast you learn your life lessons. You got to remember, and I'm just picking on a little bit of the women because they're emotional, more emotional than guys. Say you keep dating the wrong kind of guy, your mind is focused on that. I'm not saying don't be focused on that, but I've been married, divorced, no kids. I've kind of figured out I'm probably going to be single for the rest of my life, and I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, there's always a little bit of that door kept open for just in case. I look at it, and I'm going to quote this from my ex-wife, and she forgot she said it. You live your life the way you want to do it. You work towards your dream, okay? If you find somebody that fits into your plan, awesome. Invite them in, work with them, grow a great life because, hey, two paychecks are better than one if you're heading in the right direction. Or, because I'm telling you guys, I know so many people that have drinking problems, which cost money, drug problems that cost money, gambling problems. I am blessed to say I have none of those problems. I've done them all, not to a high degree, but I've been lucky enough that I don't have an addictive personality, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Maybe it's not personality, willpower. You know, I've tried pot in my 20s, not a big deal. Went through a drinking phase in my 20s, not a big deal. You know, walk away from it. You just focus on, I guess it becomes of age. That's what happened in my life. You get to a certain age, whether it's 20, 30, 40, 50, sooner or later, most people, you get up in the morning and you go, wow, I've achieved nothing. And then the ball starts running. It really does. And if the shit doesn't hit the fan by then, wow, I don't know what to tell you. But you just gotta keep on trucking. And like I said, it doesn't have to be material things. It can be huge material things. It can be small material things. Say you want that Cadillac or that BMW. Work an extra job for 2 years. Those type of little goals. Say you want to get in shape in a year. Work a little extra to afford the gym and again, the proper planning, all that stuff, the goal setting. I'm gonna get my butt to the gym, and I'm not a proponent of the resolutions because it has that negative effect that people think, yeah, you have a resolution, and what follows right after that? How long is it gonna last? That's why I don't like that word. But then again, that's just me. So this is just my way of thinking. And so far for me, by all means, I'm not perfect. Right on this little desk you guys can't see, I have show notes. And it's a little messy, but they're here. I have ideas. I have tons of ideas for shows and videos, and I write them down because you can't remember everything. And trust me, I've been in the car where I haven't had, what do you call it? Either a video recorder, a voice recorder, or a pad of paper, or I don't have time to write down something that came into my mind and go, that would be a great title. Boom. Because if you forget, that's it. You're probably going to take you a month of Sundays before you remember it again. So you guys are staying quiet. What's going on over there? How is everybody? Is this thing on, huh? So, we're up to 8 people. Don't forget to send me a like or subscribe or whatever you want to do. Much appreciated. They keep telling me to say that stuff, and I always forget. Whatever you want to do for me, great, awesome. If you enjoy the content or if you have subjects you'd like to talk about, absolutely. I know somebody wanted to talk about, I got some 80s videos coming. We talk about that. All kinds of stuff happening. It is weather check in New Hampshire. It's cloudy, overcast, but it's pretty bright, and I'm loving it. It's another day off. I had a full weekend, which I didn't think I'd have a full weekend. I thought, I thought that it would be. I'm just watching someone come by the house. That's all in the truck. I thought I have to work Saturday, so I had an extra day, and I had a rush, and I was like, "Ooh, opportunity!" You know, you go and get things, get extra things done. That's the way I think of things. Um, I'm probably gonna do some cooking today, maybe making some raviolis and meatballs. Sauce is already frozen. I make a big sauce and or gravy, whatever you want to call it, and then I just freeze a lot of it in small containers. I pull it out. Again, prior proper planning. I like to be ready for the week. I'll make, I just like cooking in general because that's what my mom taught me. So, what's going on, guys? I don't see anybody saying anything unless something's going on. Am I missing something up here? How is everybody? Is there anybody in the room? Or is this thing freezing? D-Man, how's your Sunday going? Suzanne, how's your Sunday going? Ernie, how's your Sunday going? Are you still alive? Are you still around? Are you still watching? So again, I have, remember trying to work out the bugs in the video stuff? Right away, I have a, what do you call it? A power pack ready to go. All kinds of stuff, proper planning. And I just tell you guys things that works for me because I hate to use the word anal, but I am anal sometimes about a lot of stuff. And it works, you know, stay on top of stuff. But then again, I don't have to deal with no pets right now. I still would want one. No kids, no girlfriend, no wife. I wake up, it's just me. I take care of this kid's ass and that's it. And I love it. But I want to know what's going on. How come this thing's freezing, guys? I'm not getting any of your notes or anything here. Unless you're just sitting there watching me. So everybody give me a thumbs up if you still can see me, so I know you're still alive and you're out there. I'm not just blabbering to myself. But now I've had a landscape business when I was younger. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne. That's all I want to know. I didn't know if you people were just listening or what. My landscape business was, sorry, runny nose. Landscape business I did in my 20s. Right after I got divorced, I had a fire under my butt, and I just said, okay, it was a huge opportunity to go and do things. And I just took all my money. I got a loan out from the bank. I bought 2 trucks. I bought equipment. I did everything I had to do that I could think of. I tried to get the family into it because I knew that would be good. And it was a bad economy. And you can't always count on family. I was hoping that my mom could do the books. This is the fantasy I built up in my head. Mom could do the books. I had my sister, she was driving a truck. I had a dump truck. You know, go ahead and do what you got to do. And I told her, you got the easiest job in the world. All you got to do is drive around to jobs and just make sure the guys are there and working. If not, call me, you know, that kind of stuff. So she could drive around for 6 or 8 hours a day. And that's what I was paying her for. Just to have someone check up on, because a lot of the guys, I'll tell you some stories about that. Is, you know, being the boss, you drop, say I had 4 jobs going at once, you drop a couple of guys off each house, You go meet somebody, you might have a donut, you might have a Coke or a coffee or something. Then you drive around, I gotta go check on these guys, make sure they're working, make sure they're making me money, which I can keep on going. There's nothing worse than driving up to a house and going, where are these knuckleheads? You know? And I like to give people the opportunity. I call it giving people the rope to hang themselves. So I'll pull over at a job if I see my equipment and no one's around. I pull over, and I've done this many times. Just the nature of the business, I guess. You either get decent guys or you get shitheads. So I would sit there and I'd be like, okay, where are these guys? It's 10 minutes. And I'm not a bad guy. I say, if you got to run to go to the bathroom or you get thirsty, you got to run to wherever, get a Coke. But 20 minutes with my equipment sitting out there right by the roadway, it's like, all right, I understand no one's going to take care of your equipment like you do. But when a guy comes to me, and if he's already not, like, say he's late all the time, so you're already on strike two with me, and then he comes back and they corrupt. Usually those type of guys corrupt the good ones. And the guy comes back like 20 minutes later, and then they'll look at you, not knowing how long you've been there. And I say, yeah, I just got here, so they lie to you. Yeah, oh, 2 minutes, we're just gone 2 minutes. Okay, strike number three. And then the tough thing is, which they're going through right now, you have to decide whether to let them go and not have a guy. Because back then, I forget the year, but people were tough to get. You just couldn't get help. Nothing against people in prison. I was getting a lot of guys from prison, a lot of I hate to say losers, guys that couldn't get up, that had issues, that didn't have jobs. It was rough. I, I used to try not to pick people up at that time, but when you have a guy that doesn't come in, and then you say, okay, I'm going to pick you up and drop you off at a job. You sit in front of his house and you're beeping. Then his girlfriend comes out and says, he'll be 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes I can wait. But if she comes out and says she's going to be a half hour, no. We got a job to do. I told you ahead of time the night before. You gotta keep things to a certain point, But other than that, it was a mess. It was a mess. I mean, like I said, you work your butt off, you buy equipment, and I don't know. So how's everybody doing out there? Why is it so quiet? I know, Suzanne, you gave me the thumbs up. Thank you. What's everybody doing? Is it a quiet Sunday for you guys? Any plans? New Year's, the holiday's over. Next one's what, Easter? How many people celebrate Easter? Do people celebrate Easter? Easter is candy and a food holiday to me. It's not really anything. I know if you're very into your Christianity and everything, which I'm not, but you're just doing your thing. But sponsor time. Very quiet today. So, other than that, guys, I don't know. So, not much feedback going on, guys. What are you guys watching TV or something over there? I appreciate you being here. That's for sure. Not much engagement. Usually you get a lot of people. You know what happens on my channel? I get the same people, which I am thankful for. Absolutely. Thank you for all your subscribers and everything. But say after we do our live show, you get another 50 or 100. But the very next day, I'm up around 1,000. So all I can think of, and I've heard that like the guy from Australia or Ireland or something, or Thailand, all these people that watch me, they say, when you do your live shows, I'm sleeping. Okay, I understand that. So they make up for it after, which is great. But it's just, Usually in this backdrop right here, which is real, you know, it's real. It's not a top or something like the wine cellar. It's just at this one there's a big bay window, and thank God it's cloudy because I forget, was it 1217 here in New Hampshire, USA? Come 2 or 3 o'clock, especially in the sun comes around this way, and boy, it's like someone's got the big spotlight in here, and you just roast. You just can't get it good. Other than that, looking out at the neighborhood, and I know it's cold. Just turn the pellet stove off. Give that a chance. I had it running all night, which was awesome. It did great for me. I still have to get pellets from the shed. Probably get about 5 or 6 bags just to filter through the week. Other than that, I'm keeping my butt inside and just watching TV, doing the old Al Bundy, sitting on my recliner and cooking. Whatever I cook, I think I said I was gonna do meatballs and raviolis. I got some gravy thawing, and I am just going to relax. I did find, if you're interested, one of my other channels is a Hot Wheels channel, and I know a lot of you guys aren't interested in that, but it's been getting popular because the normal, say you just grab a Hot Wheels, you open it, you talk about it. That's what the normal channel is, and it just kind of got old. It wasn't. It was just got a little stale. I thinking about spicing it up, and I figured out, okay, then we're gonna do the turntable. But now I've been noticing out in China, they have a bunch of guys that just put a bucket, say like a plastic container, not too big, a foot, 2 feet by 1 foot, and they have all cars in it. And that's the video of them just going to each car. They love it. I said, so if that guy can get millions of views from doing just that, I said, hey, I'm going to copy him, different names, spice it up a little bit, my take. You use the same click words, you use a little bit of what he's doing, not exactly, you got different cars. So whatever they're looking up, they're going to go on mine. See how that works, just to kind of spice up the channel a little bit, because there's not much engagement when you're doing Hot Wheels. It really isn't. But other than that, guys, we are at a half hour. So I personally like all this. It's really, really nice. I got a question for you guys. Does anybody know what this is? I do. I want to see in the comments if you guys know what this is. It has to do with feng shui, and I'm just curious if you know. Hey, no, it's okay. People are busy checking. I know. I appreciate anybody who's here. It's a combination. The live shows, Suzanne, are a combination of dealing with you guys and coercing with you guys and any questions and whatever I want to talk about. But then you get double and triple and 10 times as much after, because there's so many of my fans are overseas and everything else. It's great. Not complaining at all, that's for sure. But so, can't see it? Okay. All right, Suzanne. Do you know what this is? It has to do with feng shui. But yeah, just question. Other than that, just hanging out, relaxing. I gotta do some more videos, stay on top of things. I like to, weekend is the opportunity to do like at least 5 to 7 videos each channel. Just put them in the pipeline, get them ready to go, because it's so much easier. Like in the morning, I get up and I just download videos, 1 video per channel, and they're already done. You just pick a title and you think of something good, and that's it. I think it's more the channel. I think it's called, I actually forget, Padota, I think it is, but it's pretty heavy. It's nice. I like it. So, Suzanne, how is your Sunday? What do you have going on? I want to live vicariously through you. Excite me. What's going on in your life? Anything special today? Did you get anything done? Are you just getting up? Talk to me, Suzanne, since nobody else is. The mic is yours, hun. Oh, man, I don't know. Just another day in paradise, guys. I know you can't have excitement 24/7. It'd probably kill you. I had someone tell me, they left a comment about how can you use the propane heaters inside. And I wrote back to him saying, thank God, knock on wood, that I haven't had to use them, which is great. But they're there for emergencies, that's all. Video is blurry. Can't see the item you were showing. All right, we're gonna get a little closer. Sorry. I like my my feng shui stuff. I am very big on feng shui. Maybe you guys are interested. I also have a singing bowl. You ready for this? I don't want to blow your ears. This is cool. I enjoy this too. Whoops. Other than that, guys, anybody else do feng shui? Am I the only one? Cool. Supplies, huh? I'm a carnivore. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Oh boy. So I'm curious, do you do pork chops, chicken, meat, or just certain things or stuff you don't like? What's your favorite meat? How many times a week do you have steak, I should say? Do you buy ostrich? Have you tried buffalo burgers? I have. Those are really good. Who's getting lamb for Easter? You know, yeah, I tell you, the guy surprised me last year. I ended up getting lamb steaks because they were half the price. I went looking for little lamb chops. I think it was a week out from Easter, and it was like 24, almost $30 for. I told the person, I said, no thanks. And she laughed. And I said, you got anything else? I mean, I just want the taste. I have it once a year, and that's really all I want. So I might actually look now and just keep it frozen till then. I think a month out is good. So I ended up getting 2 lamb steaks, which is plenty. It's just me because when I cook, I don't know about anybody else, lamb, I can have it maybe the next day, but then it gets too greasy. It's kind of like duck to me. I haven't had duck. You got to cook it right. Ribeye, very nice. Very nice. I like the ribeye. I'll take almost any steak. I don't like, what's the thick round one that's really small? It's tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. But it's really, really good. Now, I've only tried bison burgers, Do they have bison steaks? I don't know. I don't think I've seen bison steaks in the store. I know you see bison burgers, and I haven't even checked the price. I'm curious. I wonder if they have bison meatballs. That's interesting. Suzanne, now you got me thinking. I probably won't go. I got plenty of food for me because I still got milk in the freezer. I don't drink it enough, and I should. I feel bad because I'll have like one glass or I'll mix it with some hot chocolate or something or chocolate milk, and the stupid thing goes bad. It's like, oh, I can't stand wasting money. Do you ever look back at your live videos? No, but I'm going to now. See, to me, I look at it and it looks perfectly clear. I don't know if it's pixelating or what. It is blurry when you watch on your channel. We like possibility Google Solutions. What are Google Solutions? I never heard of that before. Is that an app or is it something like something I can adjust? Bison steaks, huh? Filet mignon, that's what it was. Thank you, Suzanne. I have had filet mignon. It was fine. I mean, it was steak, but I would never buy it on my own. Probably too expensive. Other than that, so are bison steaks expensive? I know the burgers, and what I do is I think the way it comes in where I am, comes in a square package and it's really thick, the bison burgers. I just cut them thin, so you get like two, maybe three. Probably get three if you cut them up a certain way. And that's fine, just for a different taste in life. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. So where do you go shopping? Market Basket, or have you found someplace cheaper than that? I tell you, even Amazon truck going by, even, well, I almost said Amazon. Even Market Basket, you notice a number. I'm in New Hampshire where there's no sales tax. So I stop off at the store sometimes on the way home in Massachusetts, and boy, they tack on an extra $40 in taxes, it seems like. And you can get, if you shop right, you can get a good bag, which is still going to cost you $70. But then you got $20 or $30 in taxes. It's like, oh God. But see, the whole thing about that is if I wait till I come home, then I got to drive another half hour because the store's in the opposite way. There is a loop around, but I really it's gotta be worth it for me to go in. Diane, just type in the problem in Google. You might find solutions. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm gonna write that down. Get a piece of paper. That's not. Stupid me, I didn't grab a pen. Okay, I will remember that. Write that down. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can also eat eggs. I have eggs. I usually eat a dozen eggs a day. Why do you eat so many? I'm just curious. None of my business, but I'm just curious. Wow, that's a lot of eggs. That's a lot of eggs if you eat a dozen eggs a day. Me, that's a breakfast meal. Only once, and I can count it on one hand, once in my whole life have I came home one during the week and said, I want something different. And I had bacon and eggs for dinner. Other than that, I don't have a lot of bacon, that's for sure. And, sorry, people movement out in the suburbanite places where I live. So yeah. Let's see. I usually go to Shaw's, okay. But when I want to save money, Walmart. Totally forgot about Walmart. Isn't as good, but still, that's cool. See, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming Walmart has to be, they can't be too cheap on food, but I don't know. I've never shopped at Walmart and did like, I know not every Walmart is a supermarket. That's the problem. Because when I think to myself, I gotta go food shopping, the first thing that pops into my head is, where is the Hannaford? Not Hannaford. Where is the market basket that I want to go to? That's the first thing that pops into my mind. I think of Walmart as that's where I go Hot Wheels hunting. 6 a.m. before everybody else. But anyways, I don't know, guys. Holy crap, guys! Look at the time. It's already 40 minutes in. But I love it. The live shows, having a great time. Uh, so yeah, I'll be cooking a little bit today. Not much. Gotta get out and get some pellets in for the stove. Steve, how you doing? Well, I'm all over the place for breakfast, to be truthful. You guys might be shocked. I am a leftover, hard, solid food guy. So I'll have pizza, Chinese food, steak, pork chops. Sometimes, only problem with breakfast, I have the solid food. Very rarely I'll have like a corn muffin or a Pop Tart or something like that. But mainly, if I have pork chops left, I can't even eat a whole pork chop because I'm going to work. I'll cut it in half and maybe a little mashed potatoes. I've always been weird like that. That's really just no problem for me. It's just more filling. Danny, how you doing? Okay, so love it. I love eggs, and you can have limitless eggs on Carnival. Is that a cruise? What is Carnival? Are you on vacation? I'm sorry for that, guys. Wow. I don't know. Like I said, I don't. It's got to be the weather. I don't see that here. I see a clear picture. It could be. So, Stephen, where are you calling? Where calling from? Where are you from? What state? What country? Because it is cloudy here. It could be that. It is all satellite and waves. So I don't know what to tell you here. Uh, but like I said, only sometimes I'll get the old circle doing this, it says reload or reattach or something. And that's only with bad weather. And it's just cloudy right now. It's not bad at all. Groveland, Mass. Okay. Well, it is that south or north Massachusetts? I forget. Still, Stephen, you are a world away, believe it or not, because the weather is definitely different from my house to your house. And I didn't realize that because when I lived, I was in Mass, but I was further up, a lot more elevation. And boy, it was clear in Mass. By the time I got home, I could have 2 or 3 inches of snow. Definitely different. Definitely different. But yeah, so Stephen, north of Boston, 25 miles from Revere. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're definitely, well, if you got to remember, if you're anywhere near the ocean, see, I'm nowhere near the ocean, I'm more in the mountains. So definitely different weather. But I don't know. I hear you. Witness protection, huh? I should muffle my voice. So what's going on, Stephen, for today? Doing any cooking, relaxing? What is your day looking like? It's only 12. Did you just get up? I've been up since 6, doing stuff. I worked out in my own little gym. I haven't left the house at all. You look like you're living in a farming. I am surrounded by farms. You got to remember, like I said, I live in a what do you call it? A mobile home community, and it is basically the same as a um, a regular urban or urban. We'll go with urban community. Everybody's got a driveway. Everybody has grass. Everybody has just about the same type of house. It's just, just right beside each other. Coming from where I was, when I was living in Mass, I was further out. I had acres and acres, and I only could see one neighbor off in the distance, which was awesome. But I knew after I lost my mom, I said, okay, I want to downsize because I don't need the size of the house I had, even though it was a bigger and better house, you know. How long, Ernie? How you doing? Been doing pest control. Oh my God. I have been doing pest control well over 20 years. I think I lost count, to be honest. I'd have to count. I think I'm up around 23 to 25 years. So if you got questions, ask away. I can answer it. Majority. I don't really know termites that great. I don't do termites, but it's a steady job. Got up at 5 a.m., went back to bed. That's cool. Just, yeah, it's one of those days, Market basket with the crazies. Yeah, I hear you. Absolutely. No, I go food shopping probably once a month, where to me is a lot. I'll spend $200, and I'm talking paper goods, meat, dairy. You kind of load it up, and that's a lot for the single guy. I don't eat that much. I come to find out I used to. And then after that, for the next week or two or three, it's like a little bit of, I'll stock up on the Pepsi if I need some. If I run out of napkins or toilet paper or anything like that, it's just small stuff for the next 3 weeks because I'm doing good. What I do need, I want to get, I should have got it for myself for Christmas, but I didn't think about it. I want a small freezer chest to keep in my side room. That's what I want, because everybody knows you say you have a bonus or extra money, or you win on a scratch ticket or something, stock up on, get a bunch of meat, you'll have it. And you just keep it right in the freezer, keep everything frozen, just take it out. I think they're great. I just never got one. I was looking for a termite tech from Terminex. They were a bunch of crooks. Well, I never worked for Terminex. I've only worked for my company, and it's a great mom and pop company. They are very big in the mom and pop stuff, and it's great. You hear the stories about, you mainly hear stories when other techs come from other companies, and you just grill them. Oh, how was Terminex? How was this? How was that guy? How was this guy? And they tell you all the horror stories first, because that's what's the most interesting, and that's what people want to get off their chest. So it's like, okay, you learn that if something didn't work out, I'm not going to work for that guy. I'm not going here. I did, when I first started, years and years and years ago, I went to, it was either Terminex or the other one, I forget, or Orkin. And when I walked in, the guy said something about they charge you to take the truck home. And of course, I was like, whoa, that comes right out of your check? And I said, I don't want that. And that was enough for me to say, no, I'll wait on that. I don't want this job. And I forget where it was out of. I think it was someplace out of Mass. But let's see. Steven. Phil, are you happy with your present location? All right. Are you happy with your present physical condition? Okay, so as a 57-year-old guy, I'm doing okay. I know I can improve. I am getting to the gym. I notice when I get to the gym, I'm sore longer. I don't recover as much as when I was a little, not a little kid, but when I was younger. So, and I get discouraged easy when I try to go to the gym during the week. It's at Planet Fitness, and it is just a madhouse. And I know right now during New Year's and all the resolutions, it's going to be a super madhouse for at least the next month or two. So I won't go then. I'll work out at my house. I got dumbbells everywhere. Again, being a single guy, you can put them right in your couch if you want. No one's going to complain. But I know I could lose some fat, which I'm working on that too. I got little things here and there. But I think, I tell you the truth, if I had to put myself up against the average 57-year-old guy, I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. So, as heavy as I think I am, I luckily tend to gain muscle quick. I don't want to get big. I do high reps and a lot of sets, but I don't do powerlifting at all like I used to. But hey, I don't know. I think I'm all set. Always room for improvement. Always striving towards something different. Keeps the mind going. Raw goat milk. That sounds interesting. Okay, James. Oh, James has those jokes. Jacob, how are you, my friend? I see your channel's getting very popular. It's very nice to see that. Good for you. I worked for my mom and pop software company. Best job ever. They closed their doors. Oh, that sucks. But hey, maybe you'll make it big in the YouTube world. That's all. Whoa, I had multiple strokes at 57. Watch your BP. What's BP? I know I'm stupid that way. I have no idea what BP is. Blood pressure? Oh, okay. Sorry, it took me a second. Uh, I don't know. I just went to the doctor last year, and other than having low, low iron, which is weird, I had not really low iron. It was borderline. And I asked the doctor, I said, should I be concerned? She said, no, just whatever you want to take, do an iron pill, and you'll be fine. Cool. That's fine with me. And I asked her, should I make a return, appointment? Do I need to see you again anytime soon? She said no. So I figure maybe sometime this year I'll pop in, say hi, let her, I don't know, test things out again. But everything was, I told her this time, it's been a few years, so do all the blood work you have to do, and everything was aces. So all my herbal stuff is doing good. Multiple strokes. Yeah, that sounds tough. Unfortunately, damn auto spell. I hear you. Hey, Jacob, like I said, I don't know if you got the message. Are you interested in doing a collaboration together? Just putting it out there. If you don't answer me, then that's fine. I'll understand. I'll never ask you again. But I'm just curious. I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to get people that want to do collabs. So I said, okay, we've been talking. See what we can do if you're interested. Let's see. Blood pressure. Yep. Eat more liver and onions. Ooh, wow. How about steak and onions? How's that? Get the leanest steak possible, but I'll do some onions. You know what I really like? For some reason, I don't want the sliced onions. I like putting minced onions on stuff. That's what I like to add to it. Hey, Jacob, we can talk about whatever you want. I just think it would be something different. Like I said, between me and you, uh, depending on where you want to start, I can be a guest on yours, so you'll get all the credit, but you'll have to do all the editing and stuff. But that's fine, and we can it just makes the conversation. You're bringing someone new, and plus, hey, I have 8,000 plus subscribers, Jacob. Maybe they'll be interested. You never know. And if you're ever on my show, whatever you want to do, you never know. See, I look at things and I say, you never know. You try something, you never know where it's going to lead to. That's my opinion. I love cryptids and conspiracy stuff. I'd have to do my homework. But then again, if you were to take the lead, Jacob, and say you talked about anything, I could run with it and we could have a good conversation. I don't know everything, but you probably sound like you know more than I do. Okay, cool. Jacob, I will send you an email and you'll get my email. And if you want, we can make a plan and just do like a side by side thing. But like I said, you never know where it's going to lead to because different people will tune in for different stuff. But yeah, I'll let you know on that one. Thank you. I like mushrooms and onions on my steak. Mushrooms. I don't have, I think it was, I forget what restaurant. They had mushrooms and onions on like steak tips. And I think it was sauteed onions. You could talk about best dates. Well, this will be on his channel, Jared or Garrett. So I don't know whatever he wants to talk about. If it's my channel, I still like to whatever you want to talk about, but hey, I'm in for anything. All those channels, you can jump something up. I don't want to get people overwhelmed. I have another guy who's into sports that wants to do a collaboration with me or possibly start a mixed channel, another channel. And as exciting as it is, you got to say to yourself, before I say okay, you got to figure out and say, do I have time? Now, again, I'm running the 2 channels plus I got like 4 different channels actively going, but they're not all popular. So it still takes time though. No, I do not. I do not do cryptocurrency. Yeah, well, that's a chance you have to take, Jacob. Like I said, guys, I am off the market. I don't even bother anymore because I'm living my life. I'm doing things for me. If I happen to meet somebody, and Jacob, you seem like you're right around my age, maybe. You'll notice this too, or anybody else around our age. Everybody's different. Not picking on anybody, but the guys are different. The females are different. The gym is different. Everything's different in 2025. It's not like it was in the 80s, where you could just walk up to someone and start a conversation. They weren't going to bite your head off. They weren't going to tape record you or anything. If someone started tape recording me, I'd go, all right there. I would have this shirt on going, yeah, publicity is great, no problem. Okay, I'm not going to read that, Garrett, but that's cool. whatever floats your boat, man. Wow, guys, it is 1 hour again. They fly by. Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, the time is over, guys. Everybody have a good day. Happy Sunday. And Jacob, I will be in contact with you and we'll see what we can work out. I just want to throw it out there to you because I'm getting calls from other people who want to do collaborations. So I'm trying to fit everybody in. I thought, we've been collaborating here and there and see what's going on. I will. I will look into the pixelating. I'll see what this says on Google and see what happens. The vegan menu. Sorry to say, you have no minutes. It's time. Yeah, bye everyone. Sorry. But thank you for coming. Everybody have a great Sunday. Videos are dropped every single morning. Love yous all. Thanks for subscribing. I'll talk to everybody later. See ya.